Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Easy, most known unknown Easy Old Show. Coming back at y'all again. Salutes to everybody out there. Just want to tell y'all, uh, dropping shorts. I did say I was gonna do a video a day. Technically, that is a video, just very short one. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody checking them out, supporting me. Hey, if the channel grows that way, then it grows that way. But have been dropping officially February 1st. Black History Month. What we doing? What we doing? I just drop a video about historical times in Black History Month. Even though every month is Black History Month for us, because we be out here, we are Black History, regardless of how people feel. Yeah, gotta represent it the best way we can. I just wanted to come at y'all today, man, and tell everybody out there, when you are an adult, things are gonna happen. Things are gonna happen that is sometimes out of your control. That's why you always keep yourself an emergency fund. You always try to make sure you have savings just for a rainy day. Because when I tell you, sometimes I just get upset about the conditions that I have to live in. But, nonetheless, I still do what I got to do to make sure everything is cool. But just don't be blinded by the shiny lights. I still, he's my homie to this day, but I remember my first time going to get a laptop, picking out a laptop, actually picking out a computer in general, not even a laptop. I wanted a laptop, but I wasn't so worried about it. I'm not good at, I'm okay with tech, but I'm not good at tech. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it enough to where I can use it functionally and stuff like that. But I have friends that are very good at it. So, me, when I was young, probably like in my 20s, because I don't think I really needed, you know, showing my age here, but when we was coming up, we didn't really use computers like that. Like, we used the internet, but we weren't crazy about the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used it for kind of what it was used for, like finding out information, maybe a little bit faster. Yeah, you could do a Google search, but you would still have to, grab a book to really get where you wanted to go. So after high school, when I went into college, that's when I needed a computer and, eventually a laptop. Now, my computer, I got myself, and this is why I took him to get the laptop. So my apologies. He wasn't with me with the computer. But he laughed at me when he found out what type of computer I had. So I ended up getting a computer before I was in college. Used that to however long I could have used it for. And it didn't last too long. As far as the computer itself, it lasted long. But as far as the way to be used, it didn't last too long. And I'll tell you why in a second. But I knew I needed a laptop for college. So I go by myself to Best Buy. This was when Best Buy was everything, popular place to get a laptop or computer. Now you can get a laptop computer anywhere, really. You don't need to go to Best Buy. But Best Buy was the spot, you know, when we was coming up, as far as like high tech computers and all that stuff. So I'm looking and I'm looking for a laptop. And I see an HP. I don't remember the how do you say it? I don't remember like the specifics of it, but it was shiny. So you can imagine this was when they had the Apple computers with the fat back, with the glossy back. You know what I'm saying? That I used to love. Matter of fact, computers probably, if anybody has those computers, you sitting on a pretty penny, because those they're not made anymore like that. So you sitting on a pretty penny. But this was when the gloss kind of took over. So they make uh, pretty much like computer or a laptop with the shiny background and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, that look fly. That HP look nice. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other computers there. I know the names of them, but I just had my eye on the HP, and I wanted to get that one, but of course it was a little more money than some of the other ones. So I'm like, I don't really know if it's worth it to get this one. So naturally, I finally. So the homie that I'm referring to, we kind of lost touch throughout high school because we didn't go to high school together. We went to grade school together. Once we graduated from grade school, went to high school, kind of separated. We was able to link back up through Facebook and stuff like that. I was able to reach back out to him. So we started kicking again. And I let him know, I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to buy a laptop, man. You think you can help me out with this? Because I'm looking at one where I want to get it, but I don't think it's kind of the right fit, or I don't know if I should be paying this much for it. That was my skepticism. So that was what made me actually do the research on it. You know what I'm saying? And calling somebody that, like, kind of like Pawn Stars, like, just to check. And so he was like, yeah, bro, I go with you, man. And go up there and we see what's happening. And we go up there and I show him the HP. And he like, bro, that's the one you want to get? And like, yeah, man, that mother look nice. Because I'm blinded by the glitz and glamour of it. He's like, bro, this laptop ain't going to do nothing for you for what you said you wanted to do, in school and everything like that. It's like, this laptop won't do nothing for you. Just shiny. He like, and he told me about the EZ'er back then. I don't know the product name on that one. I got to find that one. But he was like, bro, you can buy this one, which is a lot cheaper, and it's going to do the same thing. It might be better as far as speed-wise than that one. And I say all that to say, one, I appreciate him helping me out with that. But I also say it to say, don't be blinded by the glitz and glam of stuff. Things going to be so shiny and be so terrible. People will shine up your car to sell you a lemon. That's a fact. All right? We can't be blinded by the shiny stuff. The new build cribs, they look a certain way, right? Shiny, right? They look bright and colorful and everything like that. It's because they probably selling you a lemon, new build. A new built lemon that you can't get out of. And I never want to see people stuck in that position, bro. So that's just my take on the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody go through their struggles, and right now I'm going through struggle with my crib. But it's just like, I got it because some of the shiny bells and whistles, and I just got to always remember. It's like I want people to always remember after. Do your due diligence, man. Do your due diligence. Don't be blinded by the shining lights. That's all I'm saying to y'all. But I appreciate y'all checking me out. It's your boy Easy, most known unknown Easy O. So salutes to y'all.